Hey everybody, welcome back to another video with Q Campervans. I feel like I just did one for Quincy, but it's been 2 months and I've finished Rico now, so I'm doing a quick video. This is our 10th rental van for the 2026 rental season. So here's a quick tour of him, and we're going around the exterior, interior, and hopefully give you a good picture of what it's like to rent from Q Campervans. So here we go. All right, so here's the exterior. I'm going to do a quick loop here. This is a 2017 Ford Transit medium roof. It's automatic transmission and it takes gas. It is a nice flexible height between a high roof and a low roof. So if you're 5'8", 5'7", or shorter, you'll be able to stand completely straight up. If you're a bit taller than that, you will have to slightly bend down. I'm 6'2", so when I was building it, I did have to bend down slightly. But it is, again, a flexible height in between a high roof and a low roof. Nice big sliding door, solar panels on top, roof fan on top. Big windows to see the sights up front here. Winter rated tires for year-round travel. So now let's jump into the interior. Okay, let's start with the passenger and driving spaces. So as you can see, I have a double swivel seat in Rico, so they swivel around, make it nice for lounging. Obviously, they lock in place when driving, so I'll just turn them around here like that. And then this one, just like that. And then obviously, slide that back. But yeah, that's the driver and passenger compartments here. I'll take you over to the driver's side now. In this van, there is cruise control right here. There's volume controls up top. There is a reverse camera with a little screen there. Bluetooth radio. Again, all these Transit Econoline vans in my fleet are relatively simple and easy to drive. So there's not a ton of controls, which to me is a nice thing. But if you're used to a Tesla or something like that, obviously there's not a huge screen right in the middle of the console there. But yeah, that's the driver's compartment and the passenger side. Okay, now I'll take you on the interior, and what I'm most proud of, obviously, is what I've built on the inside. I'll give you a quick pan around here. And then now we'll dive into the specifics on what's in everything. So under here is the sink. Obviously, you can tell the sink's right there. 23 liters of fresh water and then a gray water tank. Little cleaning supply bin there. This is pressurized, obviously, with the pump there, and there's a little filter on the end of the pump. All your electrical control screen right there. This powers all the outlets. This is the inverter switch. So now that's on. I'll leave that off for now, though. This switch controls the power to the pump. In these drawers, there's all the cooking supplies you'll need. This is the induction cooktop. That's a 1800 watt induction cooktop. All the pots and pans are compatible with that. All the pots and pans there. A little French press here, cutting board, Tupperware. Little extra storage space there. Bowls and cups here. Towels and face cloths. More rags, dish towels, stuff like that. Place where you can hang stuff up there. Now with all these drawers, there's little latches that keep them closed, as well as soft close drawer slides. So you have to pop all those in place. This is a little drawer. Sorry, I shouldn't say drawer. Door that you can see underneath. So if you have something longer like skis or a surfboard, you can actually extend it down the middle. And then it clicks into place when it's all the way closed. The sleeping compartment is here. Heated blanket right here. Obviously, you can have this running inside the bed. It'll keep you nice and toasty warm. In the summer months, you may not need it, but in the shoulder season, that is extremely handy. Light switches are here, so that's for the front four. And then the back four, both on dimmers, like so. Another outlet there. Roof fan is right here. This obviously opens up and you can have it open in the rain any weather really, and it has a variety of speeds. So that's the fastest, and that's the slowest. So that keeps the van fresh. When you're cooking, you can use that. We just want a bit of fresh air, ventilation. Counter space up top here. Curtains that come across right here. Garbage can. There's a fire extinguisher back there as well. Now this space here, there's a little latch to keep this from opening. So you just pop that up. And this is where the fridge is. So you can access this on either side, inside or out. 42 liters of fridge space. You can obviously take this out if you'd like. Right there, that maintains the temperature your entire trip. It's a great little fridge. And then there's some more drawer space here. That's just storage. And then this is a little step stool if you have a little trouble getting up onto the bed. And that's just the power cord for the heated blanket right there. So yeah, I do have a tutorial on how to change the water for the sink system on my YouTube channel. So if you'd like to, if you're already renting from me and you're on your trip, you can refer to that. And I also have one for the shower system, which is on the back door. So right now I'll take you to the back and we'll go from there. Quickly, just to emphasize something that I feel like gets overlooked quite a bit, is my electrical system. I actually have 300 amp hours of lithium iron phosphate power, which I think for rentals is quite significant. I have 40 amp DC charger, 400 watts of solar, and a 10 amp plug-in whenever you're at a campsite. So this literally acts as an off-grid mini house. The outlets are 20 amp, so that's almost even bigger than a house outlet would be. So the electrical system in all my vans are extremely capable, and Rico is no exception. So I just wanted to emphasize that if you're thinking about your trip and how you're going to power your laptop, computer, how you're going to cook, the electrical system will not fail you. So that's something I just always try to emphasize, but kind of gets overlooked because obviously you don't necessarily see it right away. So let's continue with the tour. Okay, so this is the rear and storage space for Rico. I'm just going to give you a quick pan from the back and show you the view from the bed. Now, all the bedding, linens, the heated blanket, towels, face cloths, everything's provided in a rental. You really don't have to worry about anything. If you really need an extra blanket, I can always throw that in for you. But obviously in the summer months, it is a bit hotter. The storage space here, a couple things. Everything you need for this shower, which is basically powered by that propane tank, will give you instant hot water. I've tried it with ice cold glacial water, and it'll heat it up in seconds. Like it's quite incredible. That jug will give you about a 2 to 3 minute shower. So it's more like a rinse, but before bed, after maybe you've done a hike, that is perfect. The shower head, obviously there's a couple tubes, which I have a video on YouTube also that shows how to set this up. But the shower head is basically magnetic, and so you can put it anywhere on the van as long as the red tube there can reach it. So it's pretty sweet in my opinion. I'll just leave that in there though. Couple things under here, 2 camping chairs, jug as mentioned. There's an extension cable if you want to cook outside instead of cooking in here. And you can also use this to plug the van in right there. So if you're at a powered campsite, you can use that little plug in there. I think I already mentioned the jumper cables. The porta potty is on order. I always include that, but it's just not here yet, but it will be in Rico. Now I did mention my electrical system, so I'll quickly just show you what that looks like. This is the 300 amp hour battery with all my electrical down there. I invest a lot of money into making sure that this is very powerful, and basically you'll never run out of power during your trip, which I think is relatively unique to Q Campervans as compared to other companies. So yeah, that takes a significant amount of investment. So I hope my renters appreciate it, and that's been the feedback so far. So, but yeah, this is the rear. That's the interior of Rico. And that pretty much wraps up the tour of the van. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that tour. If you are interested in booking Rico for your next trip, feel free to reach out. Obviously, if you're on my website, you have my contact information by clicking the Contact Us button. If you're on YouTube, visit www.qcampervans.ca. I look forward to hearing from you.